Hello, welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan. I am the DM here, and I use he/him pronouns, and everything's fine. Enyo is here. Enyo is back. Welcome back, Enyo. Thank you for joining us this evening. So excited. Okay. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, and I managed to get everything together just in the nick of time, kind of. It looks like we're still a little late, but whatever.
I feel like we start all of our broadcasts like that.
Maybe a little bit. Let's do player introductions.
I'm Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm still playing Kidom, half-elf grave cleric who is so happy right now.
My name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I am playing Calliope, Ergenasi person who just has her friend finally back. We played chess.
Hi, I'm Enyo. They, them pronouns, playing Pip, a alchemist who, in between all of this ruckus, has gotten a concussion and may have some memory problems.
I think so, yes. Yeah, I know. So unprofessional for me to start 1 minute late. All right. Well, with those introductions, we may as well jump right back into it. My goodness. Here we go. I'm feeling a little frazzled, as always.
You want to take a minute? Just hang out?
Just hang out?
We could do the recap.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. I would love that, because then I can get all my crap together. So, yeah.
Okay.
Go for it, Olive.
So, last time on Beast Wars, aka Story Reckless, we made our way into the catacombs beneath the chapel within Elturel, a city besieged by demons. No, not demons, just devils, as it has been cast into Avernus. Descended, one might say. We made our way into the chapel, fought off some devils.
It's a cathedral. It's
cathedral.
like 3 times the size of a chapel.
Great. We narrowly avoided being spied on as we opened up the secret entrance down to the catacombs, where all of those survivors fled to. We closed the door behind us, locking it with an arcane lock. We found a Joan of Arc type lady body corpse, perfectly preserved in an alcove. Probably not a problem. Probably won't come up again. Probably fine. And then we gave up searching immediately for the survivors when we went into the first room, and just like hung out for a short rest. Turns out hundreds of people were in the next room over. And so we reconnected. We found some old friends. Calliope met up with Petra, an old, ancient, like sun-browned elf. And we played chess together, like I mentioned. Kidam ran into Valor, the tall, strong warrior lady that Kidam has wanted to talk to a lot and has a lot of thoughts about. And maybe we'll explore some of those feelings. And Pip looked for a secret entrance underneath the fountains, like we were told there was one, and could not find it. And we are all mechanically drained. So it's looking like a long rest might be on the order. And also, time moves slower here than in the material plane.
Yes.
So for every hour here, a lot of time is going by up there. So long rests have a narrative cost.
Indeed.
But we got to take one. We can't just never sleep.
And I will just quickly throw out that the woman that you met here in the catacombs, Feria, a older woman who appears to be some sort of, like, I don't know, to put it mechanically, lower level cleric, but she mentioned to you that in the chaos, some of the survivors went in the other direction of the catacombs, and she also lost track of Calliope's mentor, Glim, who is potentially somewhere within these catacombs. With all of that being said, I think that was an excellent job. Thank you, Olive/Calliope. Yeah, let's just jump right back into it. Oh, I forgot to get Valor's token. I don't remember what I was using for Valor, but I had it in the other game.
The knight token, like just
it was just a straight up generic knight. Okay, cool. I will use that for now.
How I remember that, I do not know.
It's amazing.
It's sometimes frightening, Claire.
Yeah. My wife says this very similar thing about me sometimes when I remember such random details sometimes. All right. So, with all of you together once more, you could just steal some Valor tokens, yeah. With all of you together once more, what are you all gonna do here? What would you? What is your plan here? What would you like to do next, as you are all gathered together once more in the main area of the catacombs with the two fountains sort of burbling in this space? The only real like pleasant sound mixed in with some whispers and coughs and shuffling of bodies. What would you like to do?
Discuss.
Yeah.
If it helps, Calliope is sitting over, I think, with Petra, just like chatting, probably pouring something out of a flask and like sharing it in like little chipped cups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we just all introduced everyone to everyone.
Yeah.
So if we're all there in a big group, I would love to just sit and probably sleep at some point and just breathe for a little bit, if that's all right with everyone. I'm getting some resounding silence here. All right. I will plop down next to Petra and Calliope.
Get down. Here. Let me pour you something.
Sure.
Pours a little glass, just forces it into your hands.
Yeah, well, I will have some.
Something bitter and boozy.
Bitter. All right.
You got any more where that came from?
Oh yeah, Pip, come on. Okay, what's the plan?
Well, that was going to be my question. We have options, right? I mean, turn to I guess Valor and Feria. Either you've seen the Creed Resolute, like the actual physical object. That was our original idea of like coming here and destroying that.
Feria looks down at the gigantic leather-bound tome that she's been clutching to her chest.
Oh.
Kind of awkwardly. I forgot I to be honest, with everything, all the shock, I forgot I've been protecting it. And now, then she just kind of peels it off and hands it towards you.
Oh,
that
was easy.
Have no reason not to believe everything you've told me, Calliope. Here.
Okay, let's take a look at this thing.
Yeah, I'll let Calliope take that.
I'm gonna scan it for like, I don't know, infernal fine print in the margins or something. See if I can see if there's any sorts of enchantments on it, but without spending a spell slot.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Tried.
You gotta look at that too. Trust me, I've seen some infernal contracts.
Oh yeah. Pip, take a look at this. Look over here. How they cross-reference this. And so, is this help action for advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will start ritual casting detect magic, seeing as I don't have a spell. Well, I do, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, ritual casting.
13 on investigation.
Okay. So the first thing you notice as you open it up, on the very first page is written out in full the creed that every citizen of Elturel takes, or Elturel rather takes, and it is what you're familiar with it, Calliope, and in fact, I think maybe there's a part of you that's kind of like, oh yeah, I've seen this book before. like when you had to take the oath, this is the book you would have seen. As you start to flip through it, you just see signatures upon signature upon signature upon signature upon signature. It is literally just filled with signatures. The thing that catches your attention, though, is they all seem to be written in the same hand. And you do remember that when there's like a memory that sparks up in your mind of when you took the oath and gave yourself to Elturel. You remember just watching your signature just magically scroll out on the page that they were on, like the last page that they were on. And the thing that is odd, I would say, is that as you scroll through it and go to the very, very last page, the last page still has a little bit of room left, but it catches your attention because you realize that when you signed your name, and that was years ago, it was on the last page. And then looking at it a little more closely, you realize the book itself seems to actually be a little bit fatter than it used to be. But you don't find any hidden like contracts or anything written in Infernal anywhere within the book. It is essentially the creed, and then the rest is signatures.
So it's like a ledger more than a contract.
Seems to be.
That's disappointing.
I'm gonna find your signature. Pip just kind of keeps on flipping through. He's like, "Is this yours? Is this your handwriting? This doesn't look like your handwriting."
No. It's one of those magic script thingies.
Oh, right. But is this
Speech
somebody's
to
handwriting?
script, they call it.
Like, hold on, let me just. And Pip kind of just takes out a piece of paper and just sort of copies the handwriting, like just in case. Tuck that away. Never know.
Nice.
What would happen if we struck out your name, Calliope?
Yeah. Wait. What's? Hey, Faria. My memory's a little fuzzy. What's the can you leave being a citizen of Elturel? Is there kind of an exit clause anywhere in here? I never really asked.
Not within the Creed Resolute. I always assumed it was more of a ceremonial thing. If one, I don't fully know how one would become not a citizen of Elturel. That's not really my expertise.
No
Is that not
takebacks,
something
huh?
that you do here? I feel like getting your citizenship revoked is like
Well,
a threat.
It's never crossed my experience here. That's not what I focus on.
All right. Do you want to try it, Calliope? I mean, I don't want to accidentally kill you or something by crossing out your name.
I'm sure it's fine. Let's try it.
Okay.
The road is by experimentation. This is how we learn things. And I'll try to find my name. Is it by date or something?
Pip's already
It's
found it.
just signatures. Yeah, I mean, Pip.
Do you want me to roll for it?
I can narrow it down by dates.
It's a big book. There aren't dates. It's literally
no
just
dates.
signatures. It's just like
I
one
don't think I can
signature
find
after
it.
another. I'll let you make an investigation roll for me. We'll say that the first thing that you found that you thought was Calliope's. Well, let's see what you rolled. Maybe you did find it.
Whoa, virtual tabletop not found.
Oh no.
Well, that's strange.
Oh, RF2
Did
is in the
anything... Oh, it's because I didn't log in. My bad.
chat.
I was like, I have the tab up and everything. Okay.
ArcF2's little emote is really cute, and I don't know what it is. It's just like a little cat. But I don't know if that's like referencing something. It's very cute though. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So that was Calliope's signature that you found somehow.
Oh, look, I spent a lot of time going through ledgers. Okay, I'm really good at just figuring it from the very first stroke.
Wow. Well, do you want to do the honors?
Absolutely. And picks out a pen, licks it, strikes it out.
The name is struck out, and then the ink starts to get pulled into the page, and the name goes back to the way it looked.
All right.
I hereby revoke the Creed Resolute. I break my oaths and am no longer bound to the Hellriders.
Did you sign in blood or anything?
No, you just say some words. I don't know. I
I'm
was
gonna try.
setting up my lab that day. I had a lot of other stuff going on.
I'm gonna try and light it on fire. And also, is this magical? I assume it's magical.
After 10 minutes, it is magical. I guess it would be transmutation, it would be my guess. Like, that would be the closest type of magic that's happening here.
All right.
Can
that
we
makes
just like
sense.
rip off a page and see if that burns first? Before we
Sure.
set the whole thing on fire?
I will try and rip out a page.
Okay.
The one with Calliope's name on it.
Okay. You go and tear at the page, and go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Oh, this will be funny. 18!
You pull with all your might and feel like maybe it's about to give, but your arm starts to shake with the effort and the effort that you're putting into trying to pull this out.
One second. I'm gonna remove myself from the group slightly with the Creed,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. So everything 5 feet within a 5-foot radius just flares with a bright light.
And
Does it damage the book?
What else happens with Word of Radiance? Does it cause damage to like creatures or
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
Like radiant
well,
damage?
Radiant damage.
Colin Condom 0.
Oh, it's each creature. Meh.
Yeah, I think there's just a bright flash of light, but it does not affect the book.
Oh, that's an idea. Try dipping it in the water a little bit. Let's just
Oh
expose
yeah,
it to
I'll
all
just
the
shove
elements.
the whole book in the fountain.
Okay. It's kind of wet now.
I should have tried lighting it on fire before I put it in the water.
Yeah, try it now though. Try it now.
I mean, as you pull it out, the water, it is almost like there's like wax on it or something, right? Like the water seems to bead and just like drip off.
This is not feeling like a fruitful line of question. I was hoping that this would be like, I don't know, more dramatic, but I think if this thing had any sort of power, they would have secured it.
If this thing had any sort of power, well, that's possible. But also, if Faria's had it this whole time, they haven't gotten to Faria.
Yeah, but if like this had the key to like restoring the whole city, it seems like it might have been a higher priority for them.
Maybe.
What
Well,
other leads do we have?
Couple others. One, we could go find Light Ward and maybe Raven Guard in the graveyard. Or we could chat with Victusa, maybe.
The devil.
Yeah. The one that we saw on top of the cathedral.
You have a way to do that without endangering the lives of everybody in here?
Well, I think that we would go upstairs again.
Don't like that. Every time we go up and down that, they're gonna see us.
I know. I could also message them tomorrow if we really wanted to go that route and arrange a meeting place.
Why don't we sleep on it? We're all exhausted. Except you, Pip. You seem fine.
I'll nap. I can nap at any point. Just give me some more of that brandy.
You got it. The other thing is, I would like to find Glim and the other folks who went down into the catacombs.
Yeah, it might be good to do that.
I don't know if we should wait and catch our breath before doing that.
I am going to start being a liability here, Calliope.
Yeah, I know.
Feria, I'm assuming Feria, you haven't like stepped away to a private area, right? Yeah, Feria does kind of anxiously step forward. I know that you're all quite exhausted, but I must interject with what Calliope is saying, and that I just worry. I haven't seen anyone come from that direction, and we've heard things happening, but nothing's come from down the halls. I know you're all tired, though.
Hey, you know, it might be as easy as finding these folks, right? Like, we went into one room, gave up immediately, and they were right around the corner. Maybe they're just down the hall. Maybe they found, like, I don't know, a nice fire pit or something.
Besides, look at how many of us there are actually. I mean, I'm feeling absolutely fresh, and we're like a choir. When one person is tired, everybody else keeps singing. That's how choirs work, right?
That's beautiful, Pip.
I mean, I'm getting, quite frankly, I'm a little drunk right now, and I think it's a really good idea if we keep going. I'll carry you.
Oh, I'm perfectly capable of walking. I just ain't capable of healing anyone or doing much damage.
That's right, we have Dr. Gilder.
That's right. Have some quick.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Against DC, what?
I have a DC.
15.
You just met it.
It was the Dr. Gilder.
Please don't mind if I stand in the back. I won't be as helpful as usual.
I'm sticking to my choir metaphor.
If we run into any panicked souls, you're going to be the one to talk to them. You are useful. We need you here.
I mean, I can talk till I'm dead, that's for certain.
I know, Kida. I know. For certain.
All right.
All right, let's do this. No time like the present, huh? If we're not going to waste time, let's not waste time.
Lulu, the elephant, little flying golden elephant, kind of zips up and looks over all of you. Yeah, I'm ready. And you see Valor, the tiefling, broad-shouldered tiefling woman, stand up, reach over and pull out her sword. Honestly, I could use this. Those up above told me to head down here, to keep an eye on everyone, but I'm getting a bit antsy. And Rhea will fall in behind you, Calliope. All right, let's do this. Okay? So you
Alright,
want to head down?
South.
Okay. Yeah, which corridor you want to go? You want to go the southern corridor or the northern one? Southern one? Okay.
Do we know which direction they, like Glim specifically, went?
Feria would have said that in the chaos, she saw people heading kind of in the western direction. I mean, like, you know, I'm just using map directions here to help. But basically going in off of that side of the catacombs. So if you were to think of the catacombs as being split east-west, they went off to the west.
Let's go west then.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, you can to go west. You either would go down the northern corridor or the southern corridor. So up to you.
Let's do southern because we came from the northern one.
Okay. Just gonna kind of bunch you all up so I can grab you easily. Don't worry, this won't indicate marching order. We'll deal with that if anything kicks off. All right, so you head out of the room into the darkness. Well, not darkness. There are oil lanterns kind of scattered throughout this place. And yeah, immediately you are presented with either heading east or west as you get to this intersection. But it sounds like you all want to go west, like Feria indicated. So as you head westward, let's kind of simplify this, and I'll kind of go through this. Let's start with you, Claire. Claire, can you roll a d6 for me?
2.
2? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Enya, will you roll a d6?
3.
And Olive.
4.
Okay. Pushing westward, the first thing you notice is a branching hallway kind of heading south. And within there, as you kind of poke around, there are more of these catacombs with alcoves and shelves filled with wrapped and preserved bodies. There doesn't seem to be any movement coming from these bodies, Kadam, as you go past.
All right. And as long as my detect magic is still up, I will use that as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Excellent.
10 minutes.
I will keep that in mind.
I am out of spells.
Continuing along, the catacombs seem to kind of wind and turn as you continue going westward. And as you come to another intersection, you can see off to the south there is another collection, little like alcove of bodies being preserved there. And directly in front of you, there is a large like slab of stone to the western wall with multiple like instruments for basically preparing bodies, and actually resting on that stone slab there is what looks to be a very fresh corpse that is partially in the process of being prepared, that looks like it was kind of dropped and like, you know, whatever they were doing had to be stopped.
Is it fresh?
I guess actually at this point not really. Yeah, it would be very, yeah, it would not be that fresh. It probably is actually starting to smell a little. Claire, roll another d6 for me.
4.
4? Okay, yeah, all of these alcoves. I will say, roll a d20 for me.
13.
13. Okay. What you see in the alcove to the south as you go to investigate that, there are some fallen bodies of look to be, you know, citizens of Elturel. Roll a d4, Claire. I know, so many little dice rolls.
That's cocked. 1.
There's one person. But yes, you do find the body of one person that seems to have been fallen here. Inspecting the body, you can see there are claw marks and bite marks on them. Yeah. So continue.
Have I seen that sort of those wounds before? Claw and bite marks. Like, are we looking at molars? Or are we looking at fangs?
These look to be like humanoid, actually not even claw marks. These are like scratched from nails, like from a humanoid. And the bite marks are kind of like pulled away flesh from whoever this used to be.
All right.
Enya, roll a d6 for me.
A 4.
4, man, y'all. Roll it.
Question.
Yes.
There. Like, did we go up here and see what was the staircase and all that?
The staircase. Oh yeah, sorry. That would have been this area here. That would have been the alcove where you found the one body.
Oh, I see. All right. Thank you.
Roll a d20 for me.
Can I also just say that Gilder is scouting out?
Up
maybe
ahead?
like 50 feet ahead or something.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Where? 17.
17? Okay. Let me double check something.
17 bodies.
17.
17 tons.
Okay. So a couple things happen here. Gilder scurries off ahead, and we'll actually say even before you start to branch out into this corridor here, you're kind of waiting at the intersection here. Up ahead, you can see the room kind of opens up into a bigger chamber, and directly in front of you there are these sarcophagus, like very ornately made sarcophagus that are leaning into these alcoves. And Calliope, you would make a history check, actually. I don't know if you know this.
Gladly. I get +7 to these suckers. Let's go.
Nice.
Always when I say that, I roll badly. 17.
You see that each of these sarcophagus, they're the front of the lid, which the first thing you notice is that all the lids are scattered out on the ground, but one of them is facing up, and the bodies within are sort of sprawled out on the ground, mummified and just lying there still. But one of the lids that's facing up, you recognize the carving. It is a carving of an individual in like very ornate, like priestly robes and this kind of calm, peaceful face. And I don't have a name for you necessarily, but you recognize this as being one of the high priests of Elturel throughout history. And you're realizing that each of these probably held a high priest throughout history, and this is where they were kept.
It looks like somebody's come through here and searching things. Why would they be doing that?
And you do notice that one of those priests seems to have broken free of its wrappings, and is sprawled in such a way that it's like in a more dynamic pose than the other ones that are still kind of bundled. And there is just a massive hole where the head would be, and bits of like dried viscera sort of scattered across the ground. Gilder running ahead. Yes.
Go ahead, Ola.
So this is like they broke out of their sarcophagi and were combated sort of situation. It's the vibe I'm kind of getting here, friends.
That's
the
what
dead
I'm getting
shall
as well.
rise.
As
You're gonna say the most ominous thing here. Be like, well, I hope Gilder is okay. Look up.
Yeah.
How's Gilder, Nathan?
Well, so Gilder scurried ahead, and has gone off to the west. There's an alcove off to the west that Gilder scurried into. Make a stealth check for Gilder as Gilder sort of like scurries into this little alcove.
Gilder. Dr. Gilder.
Come on back to Gilder. Sure, he's taking it. Alrighty. D20 plus 2. Oh, that's a 9.
A 9. Okay.
Wait, I think it's +4, isn't it?
Oh
For
yeah,
stealth?
it is plus. It is +4.
+4.
Yes. No. Stealth is +2.
My homunculus is +4.
Plus. Oh yes, my bad. Plus. Great. So that is going to be an 11 then. It is
Okay.
+4. Forgot to add that.
Gilder comes scurrying into the alcove to the west, directly to the west. Gilder sees 3 fresh bodies sprawled out on the ground, as well as a couple of desiccated bodies that also have large holes missing from them and are also lying still on the ground. But as Gilder kind of enters into this space and peers around, Gilder notices those fresh bodies starting to twitch and move, despite them being very clearly dead. But they don't, as one of them kind of, the head sort of sits up and looks about the room, doesn't seem to notice Gilder. So that is what Gilder reports back to you telepathically. I'll put Gilder's little token over here. What do you all want to do?
Should we just help them rest?
Man, Kidam, of all the people who seem to consistently recommend beheadings, you are not the one I would have guessed.
Not beheading them necessarily. I mean, I guess we could. I was just...
See, there it is. There it is. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I would
head
rather not
over
have these
here.
friends sneaking up on us.
Okay. Kadam, so you're gonna head over there.
Mhm.
Kadam pushes forward and kind of curves around, heading in that direction. Is anybody else following or doing anything? Or
I was thinking of doing the ones right in front of us first.
Oh, the ones directly in front of you, those ones are still. They are not moving.
Yeah, but just in case.
Okay. So what do you do, Calliope? You
Oh,
want to
no,
go
never
up
mind.
and...
I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay.
Okay. So Kadam, you push forward and head towards
Yeah,
Gilder?
I'm gonna go and get within, if I can, 5 feet of all of them, cast Word of Radiance, and then skedaddle.
Okay, yeah. Easy enough. A couple of things happen. So, first things to Pip. Are you calling Gilder back, or do you want Gilder to hang out in the room?
I'm calling Gilder back. I'm like, Dr. Gilder, what's the prognosis? All right? Okay. Anything fine? Any goodies?
All right. Any goodies? Ooh, make a perception check for me for Gilder as Gilder starts to back out of the room. And Kadam, you go walking around the corner. You aren't trying to be stealthy, I'm assuming? Okay. I'm going to move Kadam into that room.
Thank you.
And let's see what Gilder sees. A 9. Okay. As Gilder backs out, Gilder just hears the footsteps of Kadam and watches as all the fresh bodies start to sort of sit up at the new approaching sound and start to turn in the direction of Kadam's footsteps, and Gilder scurries out of the room. Kadam, as you come around the corner, you get a brief glance into the large open space behind you, and you can see there's more of those ornate sarcophagi and sarcophagi? I don't know. Coffins out in that area, as well as the flickering light of the oil lamps in there. You do catch, as you start to head up the stairs, you kind of hear a muffled shit. And you step up onto the platform here. All of these undead forms are now standing, looking at you. Let's just do a quick initiative roll.
Can we position ourselves at all? I
Yeah, go
don't
for
think
it.
we would have sent Kidam.
Go for it.
I'm going to stand at the back because I have no juice left in the tank. Up alone.
Yeah. I would say position yourselves like 15 feet behind Kadam. Like,
Okay.
they kind of pushed ahead while all this was happening.
I want to get to bed.
15 feet.
I think Rhea and Valor also.
Oh
will
yes,
probably
of
stick in
course.
close.
Valor definitely, would have moved up. Let me put Valor here and Rhea directly behind, and Lulu will stick with all of you. All right, so Kadam, let's see that. What did you get for initiative?
11.
11. Okay, let's see what these guys can get. Oh, they got a 14. Okay, so as you come around the room, they're already standing and they sort of stumble forward towards you. They will
That's
all
loud.
go to swing at you. This is not a reaction, is it? It's an action?
No, it's an action.
Okay, so yeah, they
I
will.
mean, I've got plenty of hit points. I have no magic.
So an 11 to hit and a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then unfortunately a natural 20. So that's 10 points. Oh,
No.
cancel it? Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 points of bludgeoning damage as one manages to claw onto you, and then you let out the radiance. What does it look like as you do it?
I say to them in Celestial, rest. And that chorus radiates outward with this kind of soft, almost misty light.
Nice. Okay. And how much damage does it do?
Oh, I should roll that. 2d6.
2d6. Okay. Because the audience can see my screen, I am gonna reduce the hit points on these ones. I'm not gonna have them be full zombies. So what did you do for damage?
7 radiant damage.
7. Okay. That is not gonna quite do it. I'm gonna have their hit points.
But it's all of them.
It's all of them. Excellent. So if they're all at half health.
Oh, I'm sorry. They need to make a con save.
Con save, okay.
It's been a while since I've...
And they all make con saves, and they all succeed. Holy shit. So they'll take 6 or 3.
No, they don't take any.
Any damage? Oh my
It's a
god.
cantrip.
Okay, so does not affect them in any way. The rest of you down the hall can react. I'll start with Calliope, because Calliope looks really...
I would like to murder, please.
Yeah, go for it. You go running into the room.
Yes.
Go for it.
Lance. Double lances, no advantage. 26 and 14.
Definitely hits, yeah, both.
13 on one, 10 on the other.
13 on one, 10 on the other. So one of them... what is this working? Yeah, okay. So they both... You deal fatal blows to them, and as the lance withdraws, they just barely stand back up on their feet. They're not quite down. All right, so that was Calliope. Do you have anything else for your turn, Calliope?
I'm just going through my bonus actions. I think that's all I got though.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up Calliope or Kidam though by just like taking a step forward and kind of like crouching, like airspace over.
Okay, cool. That takes us to Pip. What would you like to do?
Okay. Pip is going to grab 2 dark bottles out of her boots and throw a silver coin on the ground. She's going to pour both bottles onto the coin and have them combust into a 5-foot sphere and send little rupee out. Like, make the fire small and then go make it big by these 2 zombies here.
Okay. What are you casting?
I'm casting Flaming Sphere, and I'm going to just try and ram it into these 2 guys.
Excellent. So as the flame rolls with very quick speed under both of your feet, Kadam and Calliope, and then as it gets on the other side of the zombies, it becomes much bigger. How does this work? Do you make an attack roll?
They make a dex save.
Dex save. Okay, they are so dexterous. Yeah, 9 and a 3, so they both fail.
Mm-hmm. So they take 2d6 fire damage.
Go ahead and roll that fire damage.
That's 9.
9 damage? Okay, so they both make... So one of them, the sphere, turns it to ash. The other one just bursts into flame and continues to stand, not quite going down. All right, Pip, was that your...
Gilder.
Oh yeah, Gilder?
Yeah. And then Gilder, then I'm like, okay, buddy. Yeah, send him out, like, go join your brother.
Okay.
And attack the one that's still barely standing.
Go for it, make an attack roll with advantage, because Gilder's flanking with Kadam.
Yay. I love Gilder. That's a 15.
That hits. How much damage?
3.
Okay.
Wait, was this...
The kneecap blows out on this one and it kind of falls to one side, but it's still standing on fire, not going down. Okay, so that was Pip. Rhea, what is Rhea going to do?
I'm going to just run up there behind Kadam and go stab over Kadam's shoulder.
Go stab.
Oh, so much. Well over 20.
Yeah.
D10? D8.
If it's the long sword, it's a D8.
It's a D10.
Yes.
She's using both hands. Ooh, nice.
Okay.
9?
9 points of damage.
Slashing.
Okay. That one is still not quite wavering to fall over.
I will do second attack at that same one. Natural 20.
Amazing. No matter what she rolls, the head is sliced off and it falls onto the ground unmoving. So there's one zombie left, burning, kneecap blown out, unable to do anything.
Slide in here. Third attack.
1 out of 5.
No.
Dr. Gilder's recommended. Sorry.
Natural 2 for a total of 10.
That hits.
Why even roll?
She would actually have to roll.
Yeah, it's
Nat
just to
one
see if you roll a
miss.
natural 1. Yeah, yep.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 1 on the damage die, so 4. Wait, would
4?
4? Hold on. I still don't have a stat block memorized. Yes, 4.
Okay, so 4 points of damage. Yes, it still managed to succeed its save. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, this one zombie could wreck somebody's day. But
not Valor's.
Not Valor. Valor's gonna push through you all and oh wait, I don't think she actually had enough movement. Oh my god. You know what? I don't care right now because it's one zombie. And this is just... Oh yeah, she has a great sword. Amazing. So 2 strikes, and yeah, she gets a natural 20. So with the natural 20, cuts it in half. Man, what the bullshit. This is always such a pain in the ass. And as she's saying that, Pip, you can hear behind you this kind of voice. Shit. And then you hear a kind of wavering. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. I thought you may have been something else. And you hear this little like patter of footsteps from behind, and see coming around the corner a small male gnome, middle-aged, for a gnome. He has a very like lean, athletic body as he comes around the corner, and this like well-trimmed goatee. He has dark brown, kind of salt and pepper hair. It's kind of thinning and it's sort of like slicked back to sort of hide the fact that it's become a little thinned there towards the center. And he has these like small rounded spectacles. And his clothing looks to have been at one time like very fine black silk shirt with like a very high collar, almost verging on like turtleneck status. And these kind of pumpkin pants, they kind of like flare out with these like very delicate golden stripes running throughout them. But all of it is like tattered and teared and worn, and slung over his shoulders with like a thick leather strap sort of down by his hip is a massive blunderbuss that he's just kind of like waddling into the room with. Oh, I hear myself. Why do I hear myself? I hear an echo coming from somewhere.
Olive.
Is it coming from Olive? Hello? Yeah, it was coming from Olive. That's so weird. Okay, I don't know. But this little gnome comes struggling around the corner. Comes waddling around the corner, and he's looking towards you. Oh, hi. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I've been dealing with a lot lately. And he kind of looks over his shoulder, and you can see in the room there are multiple desiccated bodies that are just sort of scattered throughout the space. Right. Are there more survivors, or are you the only one?
There are more than that. They're putting a couple more bodies to rest and taking kind of a long time at it, honestly.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Oh, hello. And Lulu, the little golden winged elephant, comes darting from around the corner and goes, "Oh, hi." And this figure kind of, "Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. What a fascinating creature. Perhaps you could help me with something. I think it will help us all if you could just give me a hand in here."
Sure. Glim?
Yes, indeed.
Excellent. Glappy.
Wait.
I recognize that voice.
Glim!
And
What
Calliope,
you doing?
Calliope, I'm assuming you're on Big Dummy, coming
Yeah,
around
I'm
the
gonna
corner.
like trundle out, and like Big Dummy will like follow, and I'm just gonna be like, Glim!
Oh,
You look
Calliope!
awful.
I know I look terrible. Wow. And his eyes go wide as he sees Big Dummy come running out from around the corner. The Dragoon is working! How did you get it working again? That's
Okay,
remarkable.
so we were on the material plane when all this went down, so we're new here. So it seems to be
I
like
see,
a
yes.
planar specific effect.
Yes, okay, that makes
I
sense.
I saw the shutdown ones out front. Like, did they shut down as soon as y'all got down here? I have a lot of questions. I can use them firsthand.
I lost everything, Calliope, except for this bit of a crude tool, but it doesn't rely on everything that we've built together. All of it, all the Squire crystals just went inert. All of my ability to, do what we do best is gone. But I was hoping maybe I could find something down here that would help us all, get through this predicament. Please, everyone, step into this chamber. As he gestures and immediately turns and just starts walking into the room, kind of ahead of you all. As you enter into this chamber, you can see there are more alcoves with these sarcophagus. All of them have been opened with lids scattered on the floor. wrapped bodies strewn out. Some of them look like in a similar way, have like split open and now are blown to bits. And there's one sarcophagus left that has not been opened, that you can see there's a set of thieves' tools that are stuck inside of the like intricate lock that's on all of these. As he goes very quickly, like running over there, and pulls over. No, I think it's already there. There are two bodies that have been stacked on top of each other, and he kind of pushes himself up and gets on top of them to get back up to the thieves' tools. So, I've been having quite a time with this one. I managed to get into all the others, and I know, before you scold me, I know this is probably blasphemous. Calliope, you must understand, some of these guys, they had things on them. You know how it goes. And if I remember correctly, one of them in here, which it must be this one, of course it's the last one that I got to, has some very nice magic items that we could all use. So I'm trying to get in. I could just use a little help getting across this last one.
Tip kind of shoulders him out of the way, like, let me see what you've got here. Let me see what you've got
all right,
going on.
Thank you. And he will hop down and waddle away. And you can see his... I guess he will... Before he hops on, he goes, right. Have you used these before? And he points at the thieves' tools that are kind of in the lock.
Yeah, these look a little fancier than the ones I'm used to. But...
Well, yes, a bit of my own design in there. Thank you for noticing. Sure, give it a shot, and he'll kind of scoot off to the side.
Well, I'll take your help if you're offering it. Here, come on, piggyback. There's enough room on these corpses for the both of us, I think.
Sure. I would be glad to help. As he kind of sidles up next to you, Kadam.
I'm gonna hold Toll the Dead on anything coming out of that is moving.
Okay, as you have that ready to go. Calliope, are you doing anything in this moment?
I'm looking at this blunderbuss. It's like, these are Dragoon parts. You disassembled the prototype for this.
Yes, I did, but
Yeah, it makes sense. I killed Davi's Creed, by the way. Just throwing that out there. So this is fine.
Okay, we will unpack that later. I don't...
It makes sense in context. We'll give context later.
Sure, yes, things have been absolutely bonkers since we've gotten down here, so I'm sure it all makes sense. Alright, let's try to get in. If y'all don't mind just, like, placing yourself in that room.
And where's the...
Oh, yeah, he is standing over here. So I guess he would be, like, this side as Pip, if you want to sidle up next to him.
Oh, okay. There he is. Okay. Cool. Should I make a proficiency check or a sleight of hand or what?
So, oops, I didn't. I was trying to respond to Arc F2. I may as well just say it out loud. Yeah, I love the like pseudo fantasy sci-fi stuff that we're all doing here with Calliope's backstory. It's really fun. So, Pip, you will be standing probably here because it's in this little crook thing here. This will be a Thieves' Tools check, and you will get advantage on this since Glim is helping you.
Also guide you.
Okay, you also get guidance. You can add a D4.
All right. D20 plus D4. I forgot to add my my proficiency bonus. It's still not very good. Oh my gosh, that was...
Wow, with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage. That's still a +3, so that's gonna be 12.
Oh, man.
Rough. Alright, your tools are fancy. I don't understand these.
No.
This lock is difficult.
Alright, yes, it is very difficult. I've been here for... yes, okay. I thought that
I'd like to let you know that I broke into the Phantom Bolt, and I'm good at this.
The Oh, is that one of the... I think I've heard of them.
That doesn't matter. I'm just hurting, fixing my ego here.
It's fine. It's just... All right, well,
I will release the Toll the Dead on the sarcophagus.
Okay, you have to see a creature, right, in order to do so?
See it, yeah, but I can see the sarcophagus.
Okay, it goes off on the sarcophagus. Can it do damage to objects?
Oh, no.
So you flick the mirror towards the sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus has like a spiritual crisis.
I'm so useless.
Well, we can try this
Hold on.
Yes,
Can I try something else?
By all means, I've been here forever. And he will pull the...
I'm gonna take out a vial of acid.
Okay.
Just pour it on the lock.
Yeah. It starts to hiss. His eyebrows kind of shoot up. He has these very thick, dark eyebrows, despite the kind of salt and pepper that's running through his hair. Oh, ha! Well, that's a good idea. All right. Yes, maybe with that we could weaken it a bit, and then perhaps use something else to just pop it open. I'm not sure what though.
Rhea, would you give it a whack?
Yes, I can. Of course, I can definitely try. She will go up and jab her sword into one of the cracks and kind of try to start to... Oh.
You're muted, Calliope.
But no. Here's a pry bar. That thing is expensive. Here's a pry bar.
Puts that away. Takes the pry bar. Puts it in. Sure. Claire, would you mind rolling a athletics check for me for Rhea with advantage? And because of the acid, the DC has dropped.
Oh no.
10.
Oh, God. You're freaking kidding me.
And eventually the pry bar just and pops out, and she goes ass over tea kettle, lands on her back, and kind of knocks the wind out of herself. Well, shit. Not sure what else we can do. I could.
Sorry, what's in this?
I think that there's some powerful magic items in there that these fine folk decided to be buried with. If I remember the stories, I believe that this high priest here had a connection, at one point had a connection with the elemental plane of Earth, and something about, befriending a djinn from there or something, and then was bestowed with a great gift that's connected to the elemental plane of Earth. I don't know. I just know that it is apparently some sort of item connected to the elemental plane of Earth that allowed them to contact this djinn. So it might be useful in this situation,
Yeah.
Well...
Is it made out of wood?
No, this is I'm gonna say this is metal. This is a metal sarcophagus. The real final boss is indeed a box. I'm thinking that perhaps might need to give up on this one. We can start bashing it, I suppose. Unless any of you have ideas. Calliope, don't you have any tricks up your sleeve?
It has been a long day.
Indeed it has.
Why is it always doors?
It's always doors.
I think for this one we might just have to leave it.
You know what? I have some things. If we take a rest, I have some things. I've invented these marvelous gloves. They just go on and they inhibit your movements, but like microscopically. It's like turning the sensitivity way down on your fingers.
Okay, yes.
I don't have it set up right now because I was expecting to be chomping through the cities, but maybe we can come back to this.
All right. Yes,
Out of pure combination of curiosity and frustration, I'm going to take the holy symbol of Zariel that I have, and I'm going to press it up against the half-melted lock.
Okay.
Incredible.
And say, "This don't do anything, do it?" And then like try and just like use, I don't know, the magic in the holy symbol to press through whatever actually holy magic might be keeping this thing together.
Okay.
You can decide whether this actually does.
Well, we're getting like really scraping the bottom of it.
No,
Yeah,
Any idea? I love it.
Hold on. Can I make a religion check for me?
This always goes real well.
I know. You're so good at them.
All right, that's mediocre. 13.
13. Yeah, you scrape the holy symbol against the acid burned lock, pull it away,
All right.
and there's now the holy symbol is a bit dulled and scraped and has some acid pock marks on it from doing that.
All right, I will put it away again.
Wait, do we even know if this thing's locked? Sometimes they have like a little trick catch.
You mean like a hidden?
Yeah. Like a dummy lock. Maybe that's why y'all can't unlock it, because it's an anal lock.
Maybe.
That would make me feel better.
You can give it a look. I've been sitting here, Calliope, for over an hour, if not longer. It took me 10 minutes at least just to pop open a few of these, and then I got lucky with a few of the other ones. I've been in here for quite some time. I think I would have noticed as he's kind of rambling on. Calliope,
I'm going to take out my jeweler's tools.
Guidance.
So something that I haven't like really used much, but it's like what I use to like work on spire crystals. And
Okay.
Can I make a perception check or investigation?
It would be investigation because it's so like
yeah,
fine
that
detail.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But with like
You can add your proficiency
tools?
bonus with those tools, and if you have that, whatever that thing is that artificers get, you can.
yeah,
do that.
that's the thing. I just wanted my extra little plus
Yeah.
3 on this. So this will be plus 7
Okay.
Plus a D4.
plus a D4. Looking for help. And I want to get help from. Hey, Dr. Gilder,
Gilder pipes up.
hold this light.
What is the light?
Gilder can do more. Gilder's like can crawl between the little nooks and crannies.
Wait. We got that light. Pip, I gave you that continual flame on your gun. Give me your gun. Let's give Gilder the gun.
How's Gilder carrying the gun? His crab claws?
Gilder reaches up with his little crab claws and puts it on the gun. And Pip, do you let go?
Fucking whatever.
So you let go, and Gilder immediately goes, and just like gets pulled to the ground by the weight of the gun. It is now on the ground.
No, it's detachable.
Okay, so then he undoes the little continuous flame, crawls up and holds it up. I don't know if this is gonna give you advantage. Just roll. Do the roll, Calliope. Oh my!
Plus 4, plus 7. Every single thing was maximized there.
So as Gilder crawls up the side with the little detachable continuous flame, it catches a glint on something that you notice, Calliope. What do you do? Like as you're like inspect, do you have like the little jeweler's thing on your eye and?
Yeah, I think I just like look really closely, and I see like a little mechanism, like a catch inside the like lock. It's like, yeah, okay. And so that would be up here. Just reach around a little bit and just sticks her finger kind of like in a crevice and pops it.
So I think what it is that the acid had burned open a little bit of the lock
that's
itself,
good.
so you could see inside the intricate workings. And yeah, you spot that like cabling, I guess, that goes up.
Yeah.
And go up to the top of the sarcophagus, have to kind of stand on your tippy toes.
Hey, bring a couple more corpses over here.
So a couple bodies are brought over to give you that extra little oomph, and you get on top, and you feel that tiny little catch that feels like, you can tell it feels like part of the kind of design work on this sarcophagus. There's like little gauntleted fists of Torm, and you feel one of those fists and kind of feel it moving slightly, and as you pull, it clicks into place, and there's a...
Yeah, I saw a couple of these in Candlekeep right before we left. They had a couple lock boxes there that I took a look at.
As the sarcophagus pops open with kind of a almost gasp of air rushing in from it being sealed for so long. And it peels open as you all kind of have to step back out of the way with the door opening before it, and you see a wrapped up, preserved, mummified priestly figure with like an ornate hat, whatever that would be called, like a religious sort of like tall kind of pope-like hat, but not quite. Fantasy pope hat, resting there.
A big fist.
Yeah, a big and Glim looks at it and goes, yeah, their sense of fashion back then was just terrible. And you see on the wrist of this figure, on both wrists, there are these beautiful bracers, and sort of tied around the neck, sort of draped over the two crossed arms, kind of dangling almost down to the belly button, is like a beautiful necklace, and at the end of it, sort of held in a metallic cage, is this what looks to be a diamond, but it is almost gold in coloration, almost like an amber gold, and it seems to be very faintly pulsing with like a deep golden yellow light. Glim, ha! Calliope, I that's amazing. I knew you would be able to figure it out.
I've missed you too. I've been having to go with this, generic brand Glim for like last couple months.
Generic brand? Who is this generic brand?
Gesturing at Pip. And like, she's been doing great. Actually, I think you're gonna get along real well together. The first thing that we did was like, we tried to do a little Rooksman's Gambit in this like little bookshop. It didn't work. She totally showed us, but it was great.
As you're saying this, Glim is like pushing past Kadam. Did you want to say something? This Glim kind of like pulls.
I don't think I have anything to say that would help right now.
Okay. Glim sort of like, Pip, I don't know what you're doing in this moment. Are you still standing right there by the sarcophagus that's like swung open?
Yeah, just kind of observing how it works and still being a little salty that it took this much.
And Glim like pulls
and
himself
being called,
up.
Off-brand Glim. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't have nice eyebrows. That's okay.
So rude. As Glim like pulls himself up onto the corpses and gets up to be like more eye level with the mummified sarcophagus, he kind of like gingerly like looks.
Do you want to ask permission first?
Pokes the eyes as he's like poking the eye, looking back at you. No, I mean, I'm just seeing like some of these things. They seem to kind of wake up when they got down.
Right,
here.
but if you ask permission,
But,
maybe they won't be upset when you take it.
I mean, I don't think they really have much going on up there. I don't think that's how the energies
Hey,
are working.
Glim.
Yeah.
Kadam is the person you listen to. They're in that category.
All right. Fine. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna take your stuff. Is that okay?
Dom, would you...
And the sarcophagus, the mummy reaches out and grabs him by the throat and sort of lifts him up.
You could have worded that better, probably.
Everybody, roll initiative.
Oh boy. Okay. Cool. Oh, oops. Oh no, it didn't send because I didn't select it, but I got a 19.
You got a 19? I see it. I see the 19.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I rolled it 3 times.
Oh, man. All right. Y'all are right on top of this thing.
I'm sorry for calling you an off-brand friend.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I mean,
All right.
does Glenn have a gilder?
Just Glim.
It's not.
Just Glim have a gilder. Okie dokie. I don't know why that.
So, how upset would Calliope be if a Pip hit on Glenn?
Oh, I think Calliope would ship that.
Oh, great.
Calliope got
Just
a
cackle,
10.
I think. Yeah, I got a 10.
Kadam got a
17.
17. And I'll do Lulu real quick. Lulu. It's so funny, the dog that we're going to be dog sitting is named Lulu, so now every time I say Lulu's name, I'm thinking of that little dog. 9. Okay, and then did I get Rhea? I did not get Rhea. What did Rhea get?
16.
16.
Very low for me.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, first up is Pip, and this thing is grabbing onto Glim right now. Oh, I didn't roll for Glim. But yes, Pip, you are up.
Pip is standing right next to it also, so I guess she's gonna grab her pistol, just put it right against this corpse's forehead and just shoot it point blank.
Okay, unfortunately it will be disadvantaged because it's a ranged attack unless you have crossbow expert. But
I do not, but
Go for it.
I like the idea of it so
Yes.
much that I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Glim Gimbal.
Oh yeah, I have to do. Oh great, cool! I have to do disadvantage and. Oh, awesome! I love it. I love it when I get to do disadvantage instead of advantage.
So
That's chill.
as you push the pistol, you try to whip it out and push it into its head, and it just reaches up with the other hand, grabbing your hand before you can hit it, and kind of pushes it up so the pistol goes off just above its head, slamming into the back of the sarcophagus. You do.
Congratulations, you've occupied both its hands. Now we go for the center.
Oh shoot. No wait, I really.
That
don't.
is what you just did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else? Anything else for you, Pip?
Bonus action. Gilter, get in its mouth.
Leaps towards the mouth of
Just in
this,
repose.
this mummified priest.
I just wanted to attack it. I don't know. Make it choke. I don't know. Do something.
Go for it. Roll the attack for Gilder.
A 9.
A 9. No, unfortunately not.
Is it in its mouth at least?
It lands on its face. And it's just like, Gilder's just like stuck to the side of the face as it's... Alright, Pip, that was your turn. Kadam, you're up.
Wisdom save, please. Toll the dead.
Toll the dead. As you whip that mirror out, wisdom save. Here we go. An 8. Go for it. Roll that damage.
Hey, 8 necrotic damage.
It does nothing, unfortunately. As the tone goes off in its
Kadam, I'm
mind,
so
nothing
sorry.
happens.
Kadam, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Kadam. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna come over here and sit.
Sit.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no. Okay, so Kadam, you sit down. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Oh man. Okay, that takes us to Rhea.
Oh, I can do things. What square is this thing in?
Yeah, it's weird. It's in the alcove itself. So, Glim and Pip are in these two squares, and then it's like pushed back in. So it's not. Yeah.
Could I hit it there?
I think. Could you hit it there? I'm gonna say no for.
Or there?
I don't think so. I think for. You know what? Yeah, because this is it's basically holding the two of them. I can totally see Rhea being able to stab over the shoulders of Pip and Glim. So yeah, that's fine.
Right.
We're tiny people.
It doesn't really matter. Here we go. First two attacks. Oh gods. 10.
No, that does not hit.
15.
That hits.
All right. That's 8 points of slashing.
So 4.
Oh gods. 12.
12 just misses as that final short sword goes through. You see a flash come off the bracers as it's deflected. All right, is that it for Rhea?
Yes.
All of you hear movement coming throughout the space as the bodies that were not destroyed by Glim from earlier start to shuffle and rise from
Oh boy,
everything
it's this
happening.
kind of day. Got any more turning deads in the tank, Don?
So
Nope.
as they
Great.
rise up, I'll say 15 feet of movement up, and then they start to shamble. Oh wait, actually zombies have 20-foot movement speed. They do, so 10 feet up, and then start to
Can
shamble.
I ask how long the whole lock opening thing took?
That was quite an ordeal. I would say probably 20 minutes.
Okay.
How long does the flaming sphere last?
10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So this one rises up right next to Rhea, and this one also will move towards Rhea. And this one will dash towards the closest thing, which is Valor. All right, Lulu. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna do it. Lulu will use her last trumpet blast. Yeah, she'll do the sparkles. 15-foot cone. Can she get a position where she can hit multiple?
I think just 2.
Just 2, yeah. I think you're right. She'd probably have to like dart back and hit like. Yeah, I think she could hit just those 2. So she'll just pivot around and do the trumpet blast on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already going down.
As it blasts through the room, so loud in this enclosed space, as the rainbow sparkles go firing out from the trunk of Lulu, and they will make con saves. Boom, boom. One of them makes it, one of them fails, and that is 48. And next up, oh my goodness, 28 points of damage. Is it? Yeah, so the first one just scatters across the ground into dried viscera, and the other one will take half of that, which is 12, and is still standing. All right, so that was Lulu. Okay, the mummy gets to go, which I can't freaking select the mummy because there's so many people. Okay. It first uses. It will target Glim.
with
DC
an
11
attack?
wisdom save. Sorry, I don't know why I said it out loud. It just looks at Glim and just starts to wail, and let's see what happens to Glim. He's able to resist it, and then it's going to just squeeze around Glim's neck and do...
If this is an attack,
Yes.
Big Dummy's within 5 feet, disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, so disadvantage brings it to a 14. Unfortunately, Glim is not wearing any armor, so that still hits, and starts to squeeze around Glim's neck. Glim's gonna take 5 bludgeoning and 13 necrotic. And let's see if he can resist. Yes, he's able to resist that. Okay. Alright, that was Glim. Calliope, you're up.
So I'm not mounted in Big Dummy,
Okay.
and I am holding Glim's gun.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm like twist a couple knobs, and I think this is the method by which I'm going to cast Firebolt. I think
You could also fire the gun if you want.
I'm not going to fire a blunderbuss right next to all these people. Thanks, though. It's just like if you focus the aperture here a little bit, and then just try to like fire this thing. I think.
Go for it. Yeah. Okay. So, firing off a firebolt directly at it.
Can I? Is there any way for me to have Big Dummy take the help action to give me advantage on this?
I don't think so. There's.
Because it can't get. I think it needs to get within 5 feet of
Yeah,
the thing,
yeah.
and it can't do that.
Dick Cheney did it.
Okay, so let's just do an attack. 18 to hit.
That hits. Ooh, fire damage. Okay.
9 fire damage.
That as the fire hits the side of this creature, it immediately takes and ignites the dry flesh and clothing that is on this thing, dealing 18 points of fire damage to it as it starts to go up in flame.
Man, there's kick to this thing, Glim. What'd you? Oh, okay. I'll ask you more questions in there.
Valor will just do her attacks on the zombie that's there.
I think Big Dummy will actually take the help action for Glim to try to get out of its grasp, I guess.
Perfect. And Valor hits with both of those. Yeah, so just do it quicker. Yeah, I think it succeeds that. So this zombie is still standing barely as she starts to carve into it. Taking us to Glim, who Bubby wasn't tactically grappling him, so he will push off as the hand snaps free. He kind of stumbles on top of the corpses he was standing on, and then like reaches a hand back for the blunderbuss. As he grabs it, flips it around, and is going to take a cue from Pip and try to do point blank on this thing. So at disadvantage. Still hits at disadvantage as it goes off. Sending pieces of shrapnel and whatever was inside there all over this thing, dealing 20 points of piercing, which is reduced to 10.
See, no, you gotta focus the aperture.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was quite a bang. That was...
All right, Pip, you're up.
Pip kind of is just like looking at Glim and like, whoa, that's a really big gun.
Yeah, it's my own design. Can you kill this thing?
I'd like to see it later. And Pip, I guess, also just hand still caught in the zombie's grip, or I mean, yeah, he's not grappling.
No, yeah,
zombie's
you can
grappling, so I can
pop your hand out, yeah.
Question. So where are these two zombies? Are they like right up against us, or they're actually a little bit further away?
They're right up against Rain. So they are where they are on the map, yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think I'm going to just turn around and fire at them. I'm going to use a Hellfire round.
Okay, so you gonna do the spread?
Yes.
Okay, you will need to pivot to not hit Rhea. So you'll have to...
I can't see Rhea on here.
You can't? Right here?
No. That's really weird. Ah! Shoot! Okay, well, never mind.
Maybe...
Okay.
Oh, are you
Rhea, duck.
stuck? You might be like stuck in the wall? I don't know, that was weird.
Okay, well, in that case, Pip turns around to do that and is like, oh, I have set you on fire enough, actually. Then, I guess.
You can see...
Right back?
Yeah, okay.
For fuck's sake. Let me just check. Okay. In that case, do we have the important thing that we need from the zombie dude?
The bracers are on the zombie and the necklace is still on.
Oh, it should be fine. They'll be fine. Glim, do you think these things will be damaged by fire?
No! Kill it! Kill it!
Okay. Excellent.
Are you just gonna do Hellfire?
No, because it'll be a disadvantage, and if it doesn't work...
You could have Gilder give the help action to cancel the disadvantage.
Can I?
Sure. Gilder's on its face, just like holding on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I am going to do that then.
Okay, so straight roll.
16.
A 16. That hits. So this is the you're activating the Hellfire pistol, like the Hellfire shot.
That feels like... Yeah, what the... That sounds so ridiculous, so unnecessary.
But fire's
you.
good,
It's up to you.
and it resists piercing.
Ugh. Okay, I mean, what the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna just do it.
Okay,
More
so
fun.
how does it work again? I don't remember what we came up
Okay, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
with. Okay,
Oh.
okay. So here we go. It got a 14.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so does that mean it succeeds?
Oh my god,
So then I
are
think
you
it takes
kidding me?
half of the damage, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so then I still, it still takes 3d10 piercing damage and 3d6 fire damage, or, half that.
Yep.
So, I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure,
So-
it's gotta be.
What does this look? Well, yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage. So that's
Okay.
That's the piercing there. Okay.
Yeah, that's the piercing, and 3d6 fire.
Oh, that is way more than 10 piercing damage. It's picking the highest for some reason.
Oh, oops. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to set it to everything.
Oh, it's still saying count +1, so I'm only seeing 3 for the fire.
Okay,
Well, anyway,
so,
I added up.
Yeah.
So, Pip, what does this look like as you unleash the pistol point blank range? Normally, it's a 15-foot cone, right? And you're just doing it point blank on this mummy. What does this look like?
Glim, keep your hands in from this one.
Sure.
And, I'm gonna take something out of Calliope's book and just I'm going to adjust the nozzle a little bit so that it tries to stay a little contained. I kind of just shove it against, I guess, into his mouth and light the entire sarcophagus up. So it just goes boom, and everything, all the shrapnel resounds inside of the sarcophagus and flames shoot up out of it.
All right, so let me see. I think this might. So this is so 23. So that is 11 piercing, and then for the fire, that's 6, 2. So that's 10, which is double to 20. But it succeeded, so it is only 10. Okay, so this, all of you hear this horrific, cacophonous boom. And the entire sarcophagus is lit up in flame and pieces of shrapnel. Some of it bounces out and starts ricocheting across the room, thankfully not hitting any of you. And all you see is just the dark silhouette of Pip being lit up with all of the fire in front of her from this bright cherry red hot rod pistol that with ram's horns, just pushing Pip back about a foot from the blast. And the mummy is completely engulfed in flame, barely clinging, like holding together, but you can see that the bracers and the necklace are still intact as it's just kind of sitting there, barely holding on.
It's still alive!
Barely alive. Kadam, are you gonna continue to sit?
Wait, I have a...
Oh,
no, wait.
you have a bow? Oh, yeah, Gilder uses that.
Never mind. Right, yeah. Damn it, that would have been so good.
I'm gonna haul myself to my feet, walk over to Valor. I am glad to see you.
Yes, as she has her sword down and is getting ready to lift it. Can you help me with this?
Yeah, word of radiance, so I'd like it to make another dex save.
Okay, I'm gonna laugh so hard if it succeeds.
Me too.
Roll the 17. I'm so sorry, Kadam.
Kadam.
Nothing happens, and Valor looks at you. Was I supposed to do something?
Sometimes it does.
Well, she starts to lift her sword. Anything else for you, Kadam?
No.
Rhea is up.
All right.
Oh my god.
This is
I'm
infuriating.
going to go for the mummy. So here we are. First attack, 15.
Hits.
That's 11 points of piercing.
Okay, so 5. Okay.
Second, very much. 26.
That hits.
8 points of slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Last one. Is it still up?
No.
All right.
What does it look like as Rhea destroys the mummy that is in the sarcophagus?
We've been going for its mouth, so we'll go for its mouth. I'll raise up. I suppose it's actually only one-handed, so
Yeah.
like reverse grip, down through the mouth, twist,
And it goes.
and it collapses.
As Rhea's arm goes in through the flames that are still engulfing this sarcophagus, in through the mouth, and the twist, and it goes like. As you said, Rhea's gonna twist.
Turn around.
As Rhea twists and turns around, the other like bits of mummy in here seem to start to sag a little. You all, these zombies are going to be trivial, and we're at time. So as Rhea like spins around and slices through it, all of you kind of fan out and take out the rest of these zombies with relative ease. Kadam, I imagine. What are you doing, Kadam? As like Valor is just like slicing the head off the one in front of you and going for the next one.
Please sit. Please go down. Just like running around, being near the zombies. Not even
splashing
really
with some
trying
water.
anymore.
Splash with water. Yeah, I just see Kadam like basically become separated from everybody else as everybody pushes into the room, taking these zombies out. As Kadam's just sitting there politely asking all of them to sit down. With all of the zombies dropping and going still, all of you catching your breath, Glim sort of takes a deep breath in, looking around. Wow. And looks at you, Pip. That is remarkable. Yes, I can show you mine if you show me yours, and we can, pick them apart and see what's going on.
I look forward to it.
Great.
I'm making direct eye contact with Calliope, like.
And Glim turns around and immediately goes to the burning body, kind of tries to shoo away some of the flame, and then sort of stamps on it with his feet, and then reaches down and pulls the items out of the ash. Thank you all so much. I could really use this stuff. And he puts the big necklace
We
around.
could really all use this, I'm sure.
Well, let's figure it out. We can figure out something we can share. Look, I'm the one who lost everything, here in this city. Let's talk about it. Hey, let's head back. Yeah, I think it might be good. And maybe we can get out of this place, because I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think everybody in here is going to last very long. We can do our best, but I don't know. It's not looking good. Just saying how I see it, it's been bad. But with this stuff, I think we have a fighting chance here. What do you think?
We don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, I don't really know either. We're gonna find out. I mean, it's clearly magical. Look at it. And he holds it up, and it's unscuffed, not scorched, no nicks or dents on it. I mean, I suspect this is some sort of defensive thing. I mean, you all saw that flash, right? So, and then this guy, I mean, and he's now wearing the necklace like a full-on, almost like a old school rapper medallion that's hanging, because he's so small, hanging down below his waist. He's yeah, I mean, I think this thing will probably, if the stories are true, I think it'll be pretty good. And he kind of turns his back on all of you. Well, y'all ready?
Here, let's head back to the main place. I have an identification pearl back there.
Perfect. And he starts to walk out of the room in front of all of you. What do you, in these final moments, as you all kind of are in the room, I'm gonna roll something here.
Pip's is bigger.
It packs more of a punch, at least. Pip's handing Lulu the brandy from Calliope. That was quite a trumpet.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever tried that before. What is it?
You don't have to if you don't want to. Just try it.
Sure. And Lulu will sort of drift down and put her little mouth over it, and then kind of tilt her head up as it goes down her gullet, and immediately the bottle just pops out of her mouth as she starts to oh, that's what that is. Okay. Oh, wow. Maybe whew, my head feels great. I'll try it maybe later. Okay, let's go. As everyone starts to kind of filter out of the room, Kadam, you do pick up on some very faint sort of whimpering coming from the north.
I will stop and put my hand on whoever's right in front of me.
We'll say it's Valor.
Valor. Hold on one second.
Yes.
And I will head up north.
As everybody else is leaving the room, with Glim kind of leading the way, Calliope, I don't know, are you distracted right now, talking with Glim, or?
I think so, catching up.
Yeah.
Your generic brand Pip, maybe, huh?
So as that sort of banter is echoing down the halls as the two of you leave, Pip and Lulu walking down together as Lulu's sort of kind of giggling and coughing, still fluttering beside Pip, and Valor and Rhea as well as walking along with Calliope. Valor and Kadam sort of take a moment, and Kadam, you head up north, and as you go decently far, like down the hallway to the north and all the way into the adjacent alcove at the far northern end. You see another alcove, very similar, almost mirrored to the other one. There are a few more dead bodies strewn throughout there, fresh ones, as well as some desiccated ones that are blown to bits. And in the far northern alcove, huddled, hiding away, you find two humanoids, two people that are crouched, holding each other, sort of gently whispering to each other to stay calm. And as you come in the room, there's kind of a gasp and then a sigh of relief.
Hi. Hi, come on back.
And they stand up and come rushing towards you.
Usher them back. Do you have any more friends? Do you know if anyone else is alive?
No. Everything just started to move and come to life, and
Yeah,
we hid.
good. That was smart.
Are there others alive still?
Yeah, several hundred. Come on back.
They look at each other. Thank the gods. Yes. And they will follow you, Kadam, as you regroup with Valor. I think we're gonna end there. As you all gather up and eventually make your way back into the main chamber, and hopefully you can have a long rest.
John, you did great that fight.
Yeah. I actually did absolutely nothing.
You sat down.
I
Yeah,
sat
you provided
down.
moral support.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
What am I doing? I forget what I'm doing. I do this every week.
Ending screen.
There it is. I do it every week. I really should just put this in a better spot. Okay, good night.